Hello, and welcome to our video series. This video is entitled 5 Pillars of an FFA Program to Remain in Active Standing. This video is a supplement to our strategic plan in an attempt to clarify and communicate the policies of the Alabama FFA Association with regards to requirements for our FFA chapter to be in good standing. As many of you know, Career and Technical Student Organizations, or CTSOs, are required as a component of a CTE program. Each CTE program must have a CTSO chapter affiliation. In the case of Ag Education, this is FFA, or the National FFA Organization, formerly known as the Future Farmers of America. Additionally, this is a component of the compliance monitoring process on the Department of Education side, as part of the equip and tape review processes. The lack of having a CTSO could result in the loss of Perkins funding, the loss of chapter, and most importantly, the program is not utilizing the CTO. The program is doing a huge disservice to the students and reducing opportunities for those students to participate. So let's talk about those 5 pillars. The first of which, of course, is FFA membership. FFA membership submitted to the National FFA Organization at the state level, preferably through the AET system, by March 1. Unless the student is competing in an event that occurs before March 1, that student will need to appear on the FFA roster to be eligible to compete. For example, our South District and Central District fall contests or the North District land judging contest. Students participating in those contests will need to be on the roster prior to those dates for those fall contests. FFA membership must be paid before March 1 deadline according to our Constitution. A submitted program of activities by way of Form 1 on the National Chapter application is the third pillar. This is completely electronic, and we'll discuss that in a moment. The annual FFA chapter fee must be paid annually. And then finally, each chapter is required to submit an annual report in order for the State Department to collect data. So let's talk through these 5 pillars. FFA membership submitted to the National FFA at the state level through AET. We encourage each and every chapter to utilize the AET, not just for their FFA members, but for all students enrolled in the Ag Education program. Once in, you can select students that are FFA members and move them from the AET platform to the FFA.org platform in membership. Once you're there, don't forget to go inside FFA.org, inside your login, and submit those to the state. We can't approve those at a state level until they're submitted to us, which means you will not be invoiced until the state association has approved those members. For more information on how to do this, we have helpful how-to guides and videos to walk you through the process of putting members in the AET all the way through to the submission at the state level. FFA membership paid before March 1 deadline. According to our Constitution, in Article 3, Section A, all current state and national dues have been paid by March 1 for a chapter to be in good standing. This date is set prior to our spring eliminations and state convention and all of our award application processes, as well as our district and state officer interviews. This gives you almost an entire school year to collect dues, raise money, etc. A submitted program of activities by way of Form 1 of the National Chapter application. Below you will see 2 resources to help you complete the Form 1. In addition to those resources, please reach out to your regional specialist or state staff for assistance. These may also be done through the AET platform or the National FFA.org platform. Form 1 is basically a summation of your program of activities as well as a self-check for your chapter. No particular score will satisfy this box. In other words, please be honest with this application as we use it as a way to identify areas of need and technical support and assistance. All we're looking for on the staff side and the check side is for the Form 1 to be complete and submitted electronically, which means it's in the FFA system for us to access. The annual FFA chapter fee paid. During the 92nd Annual Alabama FFA Convention Delegate Business Session, the delegates passed an amendment to the Constitution to increase the annual chapter fee from $100 to $200 annually. This increase will go into effect for the 2021-2022 membership year. For this current school year, 2020-2021, the fee will remain $100 per chapter. Affiliate chapters fees are included in their membership payment. Affiliate chapters will not be invoiced the $100 chapter fee. Invoices will be physically mailed to each agriculture program in October. This date was moved in order to reduce conflict with the fiscal year change. If you do not receive an invoice by the second week of October, please contact the AgriScience Education Office. The annual FFA chapter report submitted. This is also done through FFA.org. There are how-to guides on our YouTube channel and on our resources page of AlabamaFFA.org on how to complete this process. This is very important. AET will assist you in this because it will collect all student data which may be dumped into the FFA.org side of the platform. This data is useful for us to provide information to our stakeholders about where our chapters are, the demographics of our students, how FFA chapters are growing, the work they're doing, and the events that they participated in. This data allows us to complete our state report to submit to the national level. It also provides us understanding as where need may be met. The data put into the chapter report is dependent upon your record keeping, your information systems, and your ability to put in that data. So let's talk about some due dates. Form 1 of the national chapter or your program of activities is due September the 15th. The $200 annual chapter fee will be invoiced on October the 1st and due November the 15th. Again, for the 2021 school year, it will remain a $100 chapter fee. The annual report will be completed by April 1st. Membership entered and membership paid must be completed by March 1 annually. This is in accordance to our state Alabama FFA Constitution and bylaws. So what happens if my chapter is not compliant? Simply put, you have rules and procedures in your classroom. These are laid out steps to help bring and be able to assist our programs to remain in good standing with their chapters. So the first notification will be a courtesy letter sent to teachers as a general reminder on February the 1st. The second notification will be sent to your career tech director and to you as another reminder. The third notification will be a non-eligibility notification to the superintendent, CTE director, and to you as a teacher on April the 2nd. The fourth notification will be a notification of chapter suspension sent to the superintendent, CTE director, and teacher. The fifth and final notification will be a chapter deactivation notification sent to the superintendent, CTE director, and teacher by September the 15th. These steps are put in place so that there is a clear understanding, but I know how hard each and every one of you work, and we will not end up with the fifth and final notification. But if you struggle, please reach out to one of our resources or our improvement specialists for assistance in completing these steps. Be reminded that members from chapters on suspension or deactivation will not be allowed to compete in FFA sanctioned contest and awards programs. Thank you for your time. I hope you have found this video informative and it provides some clarity on the structure and guidelines for FFA chapters in good standing.